Hey folks, this is Vincent Adderley with Dan's Gaming Addiction, and today we're gonna play Deep Rock Galactic via Tabletop Simulator. So today I'm going to be testing out my custom homebrewed liquid Morkite mission. This is a rough draft, it should be stressed. This is a test to see how well this actually holds up. Like, in theory, it sounds great, but some things may or may not work depending on, my depending on how typically it would flow. Typically I would have the rules on the right hand side, but because there's just so many rules to this particular scenario, I've included them in the notebook. And if I get around to sharing this with others, just so you know, they are here. I have this set for difficulty medium. I estimated it. Haven't tried it yet, but I may bump this up to hard because I did add a couple of things that may make the scenario a bit more challenging. So with a liquid Morkite mission, the whole idea is to construct pipe from the refinery, which is in the middle here, and construct pipe connecting to each of the 3 dice. There's a green die, a blue die, and a red die, and you'll be able to construct pipe as an extra action in order to connect the refinery to the pump jack. The dice represent the pump jacks in this game. So, special conditions. For one action, you can place up to 3 tokens in any adjacent spaces, including your own, to lay pipe. I've included some white go pieces off to the left-hand side here that we can use. Feel free to use what you want, but as we lay pipe, we'll be marking them on the table as pipe. Pipes cannot be placed on gaps, but can be placed on platforms. So if you have an engineer with you, you can, put platforms down and build the pipes onto the platform. Dwarves and monsters can move onto or through pipes. Pipes do not block line of sight. If on a pipe, you can optionally take the movement action to surf the pipe and stop on the pipe segment of your choice. So kind of like in the video game, you can speed from one side of the map to the other just by riding the pipeline. I kind of wanted to throw a little mechanic in there for that. I don't know if it's going to work, but it'll definitely help us get back to the refinery in a hurry to work on the other pipe segments if we need to, once we're done. One action to call down the pump jack at each location. So you have to be adjacent to it. So for the green die, for example, I'd have to be here, use an action to call down the pump jack, and I would switch this from a 1 to a 2. And the 2 just simply means that there's a pump jack there now. And you have to have pipe connecting to an active pump jack for it to be connected. Once all the pipes are connected to all the active pump jacks, you spend 1 action at the refinery here to activate the refinery, and that kind of activates a second phase. In the video game, you have to hold out for a certain amount of time and repair pipes as needed. Well, it's kind of the same thing here. Dwarves must hold the line for 6 player turns, including the turn it was activated. But you do not draw event cards from here on out. So for the rest of the mission, don't worry about the threat meter at all. Rather, you can use the threat marker, put it back on the first space on the bottom here, and mark how many rounds that you've been waiting for the refinery to complete. Ignore any threat activations. Just ignore those. This is strictly for a 6-turn timer down here. Rather than draw an event card, you would activate all creatures at the end of your turn, then spawn 2 grunts at 1 and 2. Just spawn grunts, and then they will activate on the next turn, assuming you don't kill them. At the end of the 4th player turn, after the above spawn event, you roll 2 monster dice for each pump jack. On an exclamation point result, roll 1 10-sided die and count out that many spaces from the refinery. That particular pipe segment will become damaged and must be repaired by spending an action adjacent to it. Once all pipes have been repaired, players resume waiting for the refinery to finish. The turn in which the pipes were repaired counts as a turn. A turn that you're waiting as part of that 6-turn event. After the 6-player turn, players may leave in the drop pod. Monsters will never attack pipes and focus on the closest dwarf as normal. Mission-specific events, this is just for the first half. Should you draw that card, you spawn a slasher at 1 and 2. And then token loadout, there's 3 barley bulbs, 4 loot bugs, 2 red sugar, and starting on this map is, let's see, we have 3 grunts, 1 brewed nexus, and 2 web spitters. So yeah, it's just there's 2 halves to this. So it may be a little confusing, but that's why we're testing it, to see if it's actually viable. So for the purposes of this game, I'm just going to delete this little note there. And we've already set up. I am the engineer, she is the scout, she's got the experimental plasma igniter, and I've chosen the burst fire gun. Probably not a good idea considering that slashers are resistant to green dice, but do I want to switch that out real quick before I think any harder on this? What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe the Warthog auto shotgun. It has a blue die at least. Maybe I'll use the shotgun instead. There we go. Okay. So you going to use your primary scout, the M1000 Classic?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. And I'll be using the grenade launcher.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Would you like to go first?
I think I went first last time.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So I get 3 actions as normal, right? I'm not a fan of this Brood Nexus, but I also don't want to put myself out here for this web spitter to attack me. So 1, 2, 3 maybe behind the stalagmite, and that way I'm kind of blocking. I'm kind of in cover there. I could mine out the stalagmite immediately. I kind of want to take care of this web spitter if I can. Web spitters have a total of 2 health, range 5, movement 3. So I'm thinking of just going 1, 2, 3 here, landing here, and then spending an action to shoot at this with a focused AP round. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. For my second action, I will use my AP grenades, which is 2 red dice, and then you pick one of them. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just put those over here and roll them. And, okay, so it's just 1 hit, which isn't bad. So, where are my damage cubes? There we go, that's 1. And I have to spend an ammo to do that. And I think I just shoot again and try and knock it out. So I'm going to spend another...
That's because it's resistant to red?
No, but again, I roll 2 dice and choose 1.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do that again. Pick 1 die. Okay, I'll pick the damage instead of the scare, and that'll be enough to kill it.
Nice.
So I'll just put that off to the side, and that goes away. And that ends my turn. So now I have to draw an event card.
Yep.
Let's see. Reroll any number of ranged attack dice. Oh, that'll be nice. Alright, so the events are up here. Let's see what this is. Mission-specific event. Of course, mission-specific event. Yeah, so I'm just going to put that up here. We'll put those back in the bag. I should change that later. So mission-specific event. If I remember correctly, that was spawn a slasher at 1 and 2, I think.
Is that in the rules section?
I thought it was, unless I... Did I accidentally write over it? I may have. Let me check my PowerPoint presentation. Oh, no, it's mission-specific event is... Oh, yeah. For whatever reason, it didn't copy and paste over as it should have. This is why I test things. Well, I'm not going to change it now because I'm mid-game and I wouldn't save this anyway. I think I just deleted the entire thing.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Alright. At least I'll just copy and paste what's back there. And alright, there we go. So, yeah, spawn 1 slasher at 1 and 2. Okay, so we have to spawn a slasher. Nothing about activation, just spawn them, because they're already nasty enough.
Okay.
Alright, and 1 and 2. And that is it. It is your turn.
Keep thinking that the web spitters are like that Phasio Knight.
The purple
yeah.
Phasey Knight, yeah.
Yeah. It looks sharp enough, and it's purple. All right. Okay. So let's see. I will just shoot from here
Okay.
at the slasher.
Are you going to use...
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. I'm going
You
to.
can
Oh
move
wait.
shoot.
Yeah. How much health does it have, and what's its resistance?
Slashers have, let's see, 2 health, and they are resistant to green and yellow.
Dang. Okay.
But you have the green, or you have blue dice on your
I do.
M1000, so you could...
I think I'm just gonna do my first 2 actions to use 2
You
blue
don't want to
dice.
move shoot?
No, because where else would I move to?
Oh, that's okay. It's...
Because I kind of want to. Yeah, I have a plan.
Go for it. You have a plan.
Okay. I'll use 2 of my actions to
Roll 2 blue dice.
roll 2 blue dice. Yes.
All right. I put some dice down here for you. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Wow. It's
oh my gosh.
3 damage. I think you murdered it. So Slasher is dead.
Okay.
And you have 1 action.
1 action. What I'm going to do is crap.
There's
yeah, I'll do 1, 2. Reveal this.
It's a bulb.
Now I have to pick it up, right?
You have to walk over it to pick it up. Yeah.
All right, fine. 3.
All right. So you, I'll just move that, and you get to draw a card.
Rock and stone, right?
Rock and stone card. Yep. Okay. For Carl, play at any time, lose 1 health, and discard the current event card and ignore its effects.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll put that with your other one up here.
Okay. I can't even read that because I'm facing this way.
Double the yellow result.
Oh, it's a good thing I.
Oh, the loot result. Yeah.
This gun. Oh, the loot result. Okay.
Yep.
All right, your turn or event turn.
All right, Cave Leech. A Cave Leech attacks you from above. Dwarves within attack range may receive a free reaction. I will, of course, use my AP to try and save you. Actually, I'm going to use my secondary ammo and use blue and green on this one.
Okay.
So...
Any particular reason?
2 damage, dead. I'm trying to save ammo evenly, if I can. Cave Leech does not kill you. I killed it instead. So nothing else happens.
Awesome.
Okay. I feel like I need to get to the Brewed Nexus before it starts activating and killing us.
Yeah.
So I want to try and hurry over to it. So maybe... No, my grenade launcher can shoot over stalagmites. 1, 2, 3, 4, but it can't reach it. Not unless I use the area of effect attack, which only does 1 red die. And that's bad, because if I scare it, nothing's going to happen. So I'm thinking about moving closer to it, like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I could shoot it from there. What do you think?
I guess.
Okay. So 1, 2, reveal that. It's red sugar. Do I keep moving or not?
Does it have a range, the Brewed Nexus?
It only spawns things. It doesn't actually attack you.
All right.
So do I want to move a 3rd space? I can stay here, I guess, and then start... Actually, I'll set up... I'll move on to the red sugar space so I can start prepping the pipe for down here for later. But I will use my second action. I'll use my grenade launcher, I think, to... do I set up my turret? Might be a good idea.
The spawn points are 1, and where's the second one?
To the left, on top of this or underneath the slasher here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna put it, I think, like here-ish.
Okay.
And it's 1, 2, 3. Although, how about there? Yeah, that might work. Okay, I'll put it there. So for my second action, I'll spend a regular ammo to spawn my turret. And my turret is there, so I'll put that there. And I guess for my third action, I'll just attack the Brewed Nexus with a focused AP shot. So I'm already running out of ammo, unfortunately, but I get to roll 2 dice and pick one of them. A double. Okay, well, I will choose the double and do 2 damage to it. It is resistant to, let's see, green and stun. So it will take 2 damage. It has a total of 5 health. So it needs 3 more before it gets knocked out. So 1, 2. Okay. And that's it for my turn. So new event. They're closing in. Increase swarm threat by 1. If this did not trigger a swarm, activate all creatures. Okay, so that goes up, and then we activate all creatures, starting with the grunts. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. My turret is in range of this. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to roll a green die and see if it actually hits it. It does. Awesome. So this grunt is wiped out. This is going to go 1, 2, 3. The turret is not in range. It needs range 3. 1, 2, 3. Slashers next. Slashers move according to this. Where's it at? 3. Okay, range 1. So it's not going to attack. It's just 1, 2, 3. It moves closer. And what's left? Just the Brood Nexus?
I think so.
Okay,
the
so
web spitter, you couldn't do it right.
Oh, well, the web spitter is actually, let's see, range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just out of range of it, so it's going to have to move rather than attack. So the web spitter, it should have been done first before the slasher, but it's not going to affect much. Movement 3, so it's just going to go 1, 2, 3, I suppose. Now, did I have anything in the notes about the refinery blocking line of sight? I could have sworn I had something in here about
the line pipe. Don't block line of sight, but I don't know about the refinery.
See, this is why we test things.
Yes.
I would think the refinery blocks line of sight. You think, right? What do you think? Well, while we're on this subject, and then I'll add it to my PowerPoint to be added later.
It depends. Like if you're on it, maybe it should not. All right,
so
but if you're
behind it,
behind it, yeah.
Right. Okay. So for here, I'll put where's the pipeline of sight? Okay. So underneath this, I'll just put refinery blocks line of sight unless on refinery. Monsters, can they go on the refinery, do you think? Or do they have to go around? Okay, monsters can move onto refinery. Okay, so I'll add that to my little notes here to be added later. Okay, so that was it. And now the Brood Nexus. The Brood Nexus is going to roll 2 dice, and for each exclamation point rolled, place 1 grunt next to the Brood Nexus. Okay. So, I'll just roll the 2 next to you. Alright, just 2 damage, but exclamation points spawn them, so nothing happens. However, the turret is in range of this. However, because the Brood Nexus is resistant to green, the turret's not going to do anything against it anyway. So there's no point in rolling a die for the sentry gun on the Brood Nexus. But that's it. So that takes care of this event, and it is now your turn.
All right. I'll do 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I have line of sight with the web spitter.
Yeah, you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you have range 6?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will shoot at it with 1 blue die.
1 blue die. Web spitters have 2 health, so hopefully we'll get a double on that one. Oh, wrong one. What are you doing?
The blue die. Oh, shoot. Sorry.
That's the pump jack.
Sorry. My bad. You have to switch
now
it to 1, right?
I'm trying, but there we go.
There we go. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
I'm going to lock these.
Sorry about that. All right.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Okay, not terrible. Okay, so 1 damage on the web spitter.
Okay. I'll do 1, 2, reveal this.
That. Ooh, there you go.
And I'll do 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you get that upgrade. And that is a stun effect.
Okay, so I'll definitely add that to the classic gun.
You're going to add that to your primary weapon, the M1000 Classic. Okay.
Yes. So,
Good move.
and I moved and I can still hit him, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You've got the move shoot action thing going.
Okay.
We're going to need some more ammo soon, though.
Yep.
1 damage, and that is enough to kill the web
Awesome.
spitter. Great.
Woohoo.
All right,
And
so
that was my second action.
it was
My third action, I'm going to mine because it
mine.
seems like we're gonna need.
You were going to need more ammo.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of ammo. All right, so you're going to roll.
Oh,
2 pickaxes. Awesome. So what I'll do is, let's get this nitra. We'll put that up there. And the loot bug is dead. We get a gold for that. Where's the gold? Up there. Okay, so we got a gold, and now you can roll your loot die to see if you get an extra mineral.
Okay.
And you could use your card if you want to double the effect.
I'm about to do that. 2 gold.
2 gold. All right, nice planning there. That's awesome.
Okay.
1, 2. Okay.
And that gets discarded.
Yeah, look at that. Now you've got enough for an overclock. We've both got enough for an overclock.
Yep.
If we wanted.
But that was my third action. So.
Was it? Okay. So now we do an event. It's mission specific again. So it's gonna spawn. We're gonna spawn more slashers. We have no more slashers. Okay, maybe I need to rethink the whole slasher thing. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do for my rules.
Why?
I don't have any more. There's one there. Yeah.
You can always duplicate, right?
Well, as part of the board game, I'm trying to keep this as close to the board game as possible because, people may not have Tabletop Simulator. So what I'm going to do in the rules is if the maximum number of slashers are present, then use a grunt instead. Starting with 1 and then moving on to 2. So let me write in here. Spawn 1 slasher at 1 and 2. If max slashers, place grunts. Place 1 grunt instead. Start with 1 and then 2. All right. Adding more to the rules. Okay. So we have to add a grunt over here. What happened to the number 2?
What 2?
There was a 2
didn't
spawner over here. Did it get moved or?
I don't know.
It was. Is the slasher on top of it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, that's weird. So the slasher was here, and then we spawn a grunt on top of that.
How many slashers does the box come with?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't have a photographic memory. Sorry. According to this bag, it says 1 of 2. It says there's 0 left in the slasher bag, and there's none left in the side here, so I'm assuming 2. But
I'll check the components. Okay, they're not specific enough. It just says 38 glyphids.
I'm just gonna say when max hit, just spawn a grunt. Because I think I might be too aggressive with these slashers. I might have to cut that back and do grunts only.
I wonder what the mission specific event would be then.
Just spawn a grunt at 1 and 2 rather than a slasher at 1 and 2.
Maybe 1 slasher at 1, Yeah,
I see what you're saying. And ignore 2 maybe. Because we're getting hit hard just on the first couple of turns. And I have this on normal. This might be either a hard mode difficulty setting or we tone it back. All right. So that's why we're testing. So that was it. Just spawn stuff. And whose turn is it? Mine?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I feel like I need to continue killing stuff so that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I might do... Although I'm out of ammo at this point. Should I call down a supply pod?
Yeah, if you want to. We have the nitra and the gold.
All right.
You can even overclock if you want.
Well, I'll spend 1 action to just call down the supply pod right here. And let's see. We have to draw one of these cards. And that is 4 ammo. So, that's not weapon upgrade for some reason. Not sure why they're in there. All
There you
right,
go.
so 1, 2, 3. Apparently they stack on top of each other. 5, and then 4 regular ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 health. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So for my second action, I think I need to be proactive here and go after the Brood Nexus again. And then I'll restock on my third action, I guess. So I'm going to use my AP, my last ammo here, to roll 2 of these and hope for a double if I can get it. A double, nice. So that's 2 damage. And where's my damage? Not red, green. 1, 2. And for my third action, I'm out of grenade launcher. I've got... Yeah, that's not going to be good. I guess I should just restock so I can continue firing.
Yeah, if you want to.
All right. So I'll restock 1, 2... Well, what would you do in this case?
I have no idea. There's a lot to do.
Yeah. So 1...
What are these green? Oh, that's the health.
That's the health of the Brood Nexus.
Sorry.
Yeah, I may have to cut back on this difficulty.
We got this.
I thought this would be. This is a lot.
I'm having fun with it.
All right. I don't want to take all this ammo though. How much ammo do you have left?
That's
2. All right, I'll take one more. Maybe we'll get. I'm going to take a total of 3, and I'm hoping that you can take the rest, and then we'll call down another supply pod as needed. But this is getting really nitty gritty already. Okay. So that was my third action, right? I called the supply pod, I shot the Brood Nexus, and I then resupplied.
Okay.
Alright, so next is collapsing floor. Roll 2 of these. Exclamation point. That means I get knocked over. Which how did we decide on this flip? Upside down?
I guess.
I guess. You accidentally uncover a piece of lost gear, though. Take a random upgrade token.
There you go.
So whatever this is that... Oh, a red die. Okay. There's my grenade launcher, I think. This is going to be a... Yeah, I'm going to take that.
Okay.
But that's it. And it is now your turn.
One other thing we could do to mitigate it is add an extra turret, because doesn't the mine head for the pipe
Yes, it does. I was thinking about that. Like... Yeah, like maybe at the end of every player turn it gets a free shot. Or no, maybe it just acts like the sentry turret and that it shoots at anything that activates near it within range 3.
That's what I was thinking, like just have the same rules.
Okay.
That's
I'll put in here refinery has turret activates like the engineer turret. Range 3 attacks anything on movement, activation, and attack at R3. Okay, so I'll put that in there. Do we do that from here on out, or just want to...
I kind of want to try it without, just to see if
okay.
it's viable, you know?
All right. Well, in that case, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to overclock.
Overclock. All right, so this last gold. Okay.
And okay.
You now have 2 yellows. That's good. Okay.
Yep. And let's see. You took one of the... Wait. How many bullets?
There's... Hold on.
There should be 5, right?
Yep, there.
There's 4.
I took 1.
Oh, you did? Okay,
for my shotgun.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay. I don't wanna... The slasher I don't like.
Well, unfortunately, you're not within range of it unless you move and then shoot.
I know. Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'll do 1, 2, 3, and I'll shoot.
This is blocking. line of sight. It's a wall. I mean, let me see if I can draw a line, but... Where's the...
Oh, yeah, maybe it is.
Well... Actually, no. You can hit it. From this corner to this corner. Like, from your top corner, like the very top of your hex, right? To the upper left of his hex, you can hit that. So that you're in line of sight there. I'll give it, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Now I'm looking at it, and it doesn't...
See?
Just barely.
Barely, yeah. But it's...
Just barely.
I'd say, yeah, let's go for it. Alright, so you're going to shoot it?
Yeah.
With your 1 blue die?
Yeah.
Oh, now's a stun. So if you do hit it but don't kill it, it'll stun it.
Yep.
Which is good.
Nice.
What'd you get?
So it is stunned and I hit it.
1 damage. Okay, so I'm going to put a green cube, and there should be a stun token in here somewhere under Misk. Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
My second action, I'm going to mine.
Okay, makes sense.
Yep. Oops, that's your pickaxe. Sorry.
Doesn't matter. 1.
Oh, okay, 1.
The gold?
Yeah, I'll take the gold.
The gold's a bit more...
versatile?
Yes, it can do a lot of things.
Yes.
Okay, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And your third action?
My third action... I will... You know what? I'll go crazy. Oh, you were flipped, huh? I could have just... Oh, I feel so bad.
It's fine. I'll just write myself and shoot on my next turn.
My bad. Alright, fine. 1, 2. Flip this over.
Oh, another bulb?
3. Rock and stone.
Rock and stone. Alright, so you get another rock and stone card.
Yep.
And this one is... Lock and load, which is give 1 ammo of both types to another dwarf. I'm full on my shotguns, so I would wait on that.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And I will shoot for free.
Okay. Sounds good.
Slasher.
You have to use an ammo. Are you going to use your R4 or your secondary? You're close enough.
I think I'm going to use...
You're out of primary ammo now.
Yeah.
It's up to you. I mean, you can
stun
it.
Yeah, I was thinking about the stun more so.
Sounds good
So
to
I
me.
think I will do that.
Go for it. Oof.
Okay, you know what? No, I rolled wrong.
Wow.
Dang it, no. I'll be fair. Oh, that hurt. That actually hurt.
Yes, it does.
All right.
That was your third action.
Yeah, it was. I was just checking to see if you got the bulb out of me.
I did. Unsettling rumblings. Increase swarm threat by 1. If this did not trigger a swarm, draw another event card. Oof. So another one. Okay. Seriously? Mission-specific event again?
Did you shuffle these?
I did. But we're just going to spawn 2 grunts. So 1 there and 1 there, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's funny.
So my turn?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to write myself up.
If this one spawned here, does that turret get a free hit?
It does. I'll go ahead and do that real quick once I... Yeah, I hate moving onto a token. There we go. Yeah, so the turret will shoot at that one there. See if it hits. The left one did not hit. Okay, so I righted myself for 1 action, and for another action, I'm going to shoot the Brewed Nexus and try and knock that out.
I thought it took 2 actions to right yourself up.
It did. I used 2 actions, and I'm going to use my third one to shoot the Brewed Nexus.
Okay.
Did you not hear me?
I thought you said 1 action.
Like yeah, I'm going to use 1 action to shoot the Brewed Nexus. Not action number 1, 1 action to shoot the Brewed Nexus. It only costs 1 action to shoot, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to... Wait a minute. Didn't I have full... I should have 2 here. Yeah. So... Yeah, I have 2... Because I didn't shoot prior to this. I restocked at the end of my last turn. So I should be full. Okay. So...
I don't... on my screen, it looks like you have 2 bullets left.
Yeah, I took another one by accident. And then I just put it back. And I get to roll another one. because I have 3 red. So it's 4 damage. That blows it out of the water. And now we have to check to see if it spawns any baddies.
Okay.
So I have to roll 2 of these dice and no spawns. Because I killed a Brewed Nexus, I get to take a Rock and Stone card. And this one is We Rock. All other dwarves draw a throwable if they have none. So you can get a grenade at some point if you need it. But that ends my turn because I had to write myself up.
Yep.
All right. Aerial Surprise. Lose 1 health or throw yourself to the ground to avoid getting hit. Ignore this card if you are already prone. That would have been nice to know. I'm going to just take the hit because I am near a supply pod. I could get more if I need to. Because I need actions at this point. Okay. But it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I will. I'm here. Yeah, it's good that they're not activating. I feel like I really have to clean house. Like we both do.
I feel like we're gonna need... Yeah, that, and I feel like... I was hoping my turret would do more work. You know,
yeah, they're not activating enough. They're just spawning.
That's fine. Once they activate and get closer, I'm hoping that it'll do its job. The slasher's the only thing my turret can't handle because of the green resistance.
All right, how about this then? I'll do 1, 2, 3, and I'll land on this thing.
Okay, it's a loot bug.
Okay. And I will free shoot the slasher with
your yellow.
Yes. Oh, it's resistant to yellow.
Is it?
Yeah. Ugh.
In that case, you could shoot at one of the grunts then, or... I mean... What about your throwable? Roll 2 red and apply them to each space hit around. So you could... I mean, it would only hit the slasher, but at least you would get 2 red dice against it. And then I can give you another free one with my We Rock card.
Dang.
So if you want to, like, free throwable.
Free. Alright, fine. Yeah, I'll target this space then.
Okay.
And...
You get 2 red dice then.
Yeah. Ah, that's such a waste. But...
Well, you'll get more.
Yeah. Alright, 2 red dice. Oops.
Here's hoping. 3 damage. That is enough to kill it. Nice. Slasher dead.
Okay. And my second action, I think I'm just going to mine. It seems like we're going to really need a lot of supply pods.
You're already on the loot bug, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So go ahead and mine your die, and then...
Yep.
Hopefully you'll get... Well, you have to roll a mine thing first.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You may not hit it. Like that.
See, this is why I roll forever. Because it's better. Alright, fine.
Well, what are you doing?
That was my... It was supposed to be under me, right?
Yeah.
Where the flare is. Yep.
You have one more action, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
Oh my god. Where's the flip button? Flip table?
Okay, my card does not allow that. Okay.
It is your turn.
Alright, well we have to do another...
Yes.
Vantage point. If not prone, look at the top card of either the Swarm or Event deck. You may then choose whether or not to shuffle that deck. Either way, increase the Swarm threat by 1. So you want to look at the events, the Swarm, to see what's coming up?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, right?
Web Spitters.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, we'll keep it. Okay, so my turn?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna let the turret handle the grunt. I'm fairly confident that it'll be okay. I feel like we need to start getting stuff done. Yeah. And this thing, when it activates, will miss its activation. So I feel like I can let that sit for a while. So, how am I going to do the pipes? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 1, 2... Well, I guess I should have rethought about that supply pod. Do I start working my way up to the upper left, or, like, just start laying pipe now?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Oh.
Maybe I should move first. Alright, I'll do, like, 1, 2.
Well,
And then
where
put
are you
pipe
starting?
1,
Okay.
2, 3. Do something like that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think, yeah, that sounds pretty good,
So I'll move
actually.
there for 1, lay pipe for 2, and I get to put 3 pipes down. Now, I gotta figure out a better way to do the pipes, because, like, putting pieces... I mean, I guess that'll work. It's still... Yeah, you can still put them on there. And then for my third action, I might just shoot... Let's see, range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do that, and use my 1 attack, which...
Okay.
Or my area of effect. So I roll 1 red die, and I share the damage. Okay, scare. So this one... I guess it still moves. 1, 2, 3, and it's still damaged and stunned. And this one goes 1, 2, 3 backward. So that gives us more time, I guess. I could re-roll. I could use this card to re-roll the red die and try and kill them both. What do you think? Do you think I should try that? You know what? I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I might as well. I don't know when I'm going to use that card again. So I'm going to use this Rock and Stone card to re-roll range dice. Actually, I get to roll 2 red dice before I use it. I have that upgrade, right?
Oh, that's right.
So I should be able to roll a second die.
Okay.
2 damage. Oh, there we go. I didn't have to even spend the card. So 2 damage on the slasher. Dead. 1 damage on the grunt. Dead. Stun can go to the side. Damage can come down here. Okay. So that's it. I moved for 1, laid pipe for 2, and shot and killed stuff for 3. New thing. They're closing in. Increase swarm threat by 1. If this did not trigger a swarm, which it did, activate all creatures. So we have a swarm coming up.
Actually, no. I will play this.
Play at any time, lose 1 health, and discard the current event card and ignore its effect. Okay, so you're going to lose a health?
Yes.
Well, you sure you want to discard this? Because it's only going to be place 1 web spitter at exit 2 and 2 grunts at 1. So 2 grunts here and a web... Like, it's only 3.
I'll save it then.
However, here's the thing. If you do that, the web spitter gets to attack you. Because it has range on you at 2.
That's true.
So do you want to... Yeah, we can use your health and skip this if you want. You want to just do that?
I think we're getting a... Well... It's only grunts and web spitters. You know what? I'll leave it. It's fine. I'll save this for a bigger...
Alright.
Alright.
So place 1 web spitter at exit 2.
Yeah, it can attack me all at once.
And... Actually, that would be... I don't think it matters. And then 2 grunts, I think it said, on exits 1 and 3. So 1 and 2. Now, because that spawned here, I get to shoot at it with my turret.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, that second bullet, or that first bullet there, this is dead. Okay. So now it says activate all creatures. So now the grunts do their thing. The closest thing to these guys is the turret. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And the turret will shoot both.
Yes.
So this one here is for the one closer. Dead. This is for the other one. Oops. Roll. Dead. So both of these grunts are dead. This grunt will simply move up. That one moves up as well. This web spitter is the only thing that can activate and attack you. So the web spitter gets, I think, what, 1 die? No, 2 dice.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. 2 damage. Oof. Okay.
That's fine.
Alright, but you're not webbed or anything.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool.
So, not terrible.
Okay.
So was that, that was your turn, right? Now I have to go?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I'm gonna let my turret take care of this guy over here. There's no reason for me to waste ammo on one grunt.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna go one, unless you want me to help you up there.
Nah, I'm good.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to second action put a platform down.
Okay.
Platform, because in the rules that I created, the pipe can go on platforms. And then for my third action, I'm just going to lay more pipe.
Nice.
So 3 that are adjacent, including ones that are on. So I can just do that, actually. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That ends my turn. And we draw an event. More grunts. Place a grunt at exits 2 and 3, then all creatures activate. Ooh, nasty. So these guys activate first.
Yep.
So that grunt attacks you.
Okay. For 1?
For 1, yeah.
Okay.
What's going to be bad is the web spitter again.
That's okay.
Nothing happens at an exclamation point.
Wow.
This guy 1, 2, and this guy 1, 2. He can't get any closer. This grunt goes 1, 2, 3, and gets attacked by the turret. Here's hoping.
Sorry, go ahead.
Dead.
Nice. This grunt, since he started here,
Yeah.
would he not go 1, 2, 3?
Can he move over other creatures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grunts can
Alright,
move
that's
over.
fine. Alright, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure in the rules it said that creatures can move.
I guess I'll give this grenade to you. This is a free action. So okay. I'm going to use this wee rock card to just let you draw a throwable. That way you've got some sort of defense against that madness up there.
Okay.
So you get to draw a grenade, and hopefully it's something good. Cryo grenade. Place a cryo token next to each affected creature. Any affected flying creature is killed instead. So you could... well, I don't know how that's going to work, but...
It's alright. So the web spitter now
the web spitter has to attack now at 2 dice. Eesh. This whole activate all creatures bullcrap. Nice! Beautiful. Alright, what a way to get out of that one.
That's crazy.
Okay. Resistant to the web. Alright, so now you get to go. I think that was my event.
Okay. I'm going to... let me see. Web spitter is... okay, there. What am I going to do?
Good question. How much ammo do you have? Oh my gosh. Okay, you're out of... I mean, you can get out of dodge if you need to.
I could. Let me
You've
see.
got a grappling hook.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here's what I'll do. I'll do 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot at the web spitter.
With your experimental igniter?
Actually, hold on. This would need to go here. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll do that with my experimental.
All right, now he's resistant. Just warning.
The web spitter to yellow?
Yes.
Where?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I was thinking of a slasher. My bad. Yep, so 2 yellow.
Okay. Phew, don't scare me like
sorry.
that. Sorry.
I'm still got slashers on the mind. All right. 1 damage.
Oh, wow.
It's seriously? Not enough to kill him.
Yeah,
but,
that's all right.
You can move and shoot again at some point. Where did that go? Weird. Why did it go underneath that?
Weird.
So weird. Okay. All
right. I will move. Let's see. It has a range of 4, so good move here. Let's go. What about these?
That's where they started, the grunts. They started there at the beginning of the scenario. There were 3 grunts that started there at the beginning of the scenario.
There were?
If not, then I could have sworn there were.
No, because we would have killed them and we couldn't have because we came from the bottom half here.
I'll roll back the tape, but I'm pretty sure they were here. And if they weren't, it's fine. The scenario is hard enough.
Okay, I don't think they were there. Oh, the Brood Nexus was here.
According to my PowerPoint presentation thingy, 3 grunts started on the map. I'm pretty sure we just killed them.
We did? Okay. Alright, maybe we did.
Anyway, so what do you want to do now? Roll.
Sorry.
You got your 1 damage.
Yes. I'm gonna move. Sorry, I'm looking back at the video now.
How about we don't worry about the nitty gritties and just focus on
Okay,
testing the
yeah,
rules?
we did start with them. Sorry, we did. Okay, anyways. I will move 1, 2, and oops, no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No.
Stop.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my scout off of that. I got it. Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I will shoot at the web spitter again with my
With the yellow? Okay.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Okay. You get 2 dice, right?
I do. I forgot that doesn't count. I'm gonna roll 2 dice.
That's enough to kill it. Alright, so the web spitter is dead. And you still have 1 action left.
I do. I'm actually going to... Oh, crap.
You could mine the loot bug. Or...
I kind of want to set up for pipes. Oh, wait, no. How did you build the pipes? You were here, right?
Yeah, and I did 1, 2, 3. Then I moved here, and then I
okay,
moved
so you
1,
yourself don't have to be adjacent to the mine head. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, when you lay pipe, you just wherever you want to lay pipe, you have to be adjacent to that spot. I was here.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay. It's just it confuses me because I thought you had to be adjacent to the mine head to get the
adjacent to the mine head only to activate it. Okay. I had to make some compromises somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of actually moving.
Okay.
Like here, so I can do the same thing to lay pipe and just mine my next turn.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll just move here for my 3rd turn. Okay. And I will do nothing else.
Place 1 web spitter at exit 1. All other creatures activate. Unfortunately, this spitter may destroy my sentry gun. But all other creatures activate. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is 1, 2, 3. I'm much farther. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's it.
When you overclock, you don't get like filled up on weapons, right?
No, ammo does not. It just increases your max ammo count. Okay. It doesn't give you more ammo when you overclock.
That's fine.
All right. So, if they try to get you though, this turret has range up to here, and could possibly protect you depending on how well it hits.
I'm sorry, I have a grenade.
You have a grenade. That's true. Okay. So, my turn?
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to go 1, 2 for my first action. Second action, I'm going to lay pipe. I guess I can just put it down here. That's fine. Right there. And for my third action, I will activate the mine head, or the pump jack.
Okay.
And now this is completely connected. And that's it. So now on my next turn, I can actually surf back along this for 1 movement action.
Crazy.
And then
fast travel.
Yeah, basically. And then we can work on these other ones.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to switch this to hard. I'm just saying. I may have to put this as a hard mission.
Or a long mission.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
okay.
It's fine.
So, it is... Oh, event time? Yeah. Gun inheritance. If not prone, replace your secondary weapon with a new overclocked one. Fill its ammo to 5. I feel like I should do that, actually. I wouldn't mind a completely new weapon. I'll increase the swarm threat by 1. And I kind of want the
Oh,
What are we facing a lot of?
ballsy.
The Bulldog, what do you think? It's one blue die, though, but it freezes a target. It's great for crowd control.
That's true.
But it's also ranged 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is really good. So, the jury rigged is just 2 blue dice, but it's at range 2. You have to be really close.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just... Oh, the SMGs, the stew cobs. No ammo cost if no hit result. That's not terrible. The burst fire, just range 3 to range 5. Ugh. That's not terrible, actually. What do you think? I mean, that's same target, though. I mean, I could burst a lot of things with that. But it's same target. I kind of want to do the stubby so I can split damage. There's going to be a lot of grunts coming up. So I'm thinking more dice is better than 1. What do you think?
The stubby is always a good choice, I think.
The stubby, because it has that stun?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll replace the stubby and I'll take 2 more ammo to fill up my weapon. 1.
I would have picked that, but I think I picked it already in like 3 other missions.
That's okay. Okay, so I think that is all. Oh, it says increase swarm threat. Oh, no, I already did that. Okay. I did increase the swarm threat. It is your turn.
All right. You know what? I'll do something different than my initial plan. I'm going to lay pipe right here.
Okay.
So where's that thing? Here it is.
1, 2, 3.
And then I'm going to do my second mission, or second action, go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'll take my free thing here and shoot 2 yellows at the grunt. Now, if they both have damage, can I split that ammo up? Yes, you can.
Right. It doesn't say same target. Yeah, okay. So you can one. Ooh, only 1. Okay. So that's this fine. One dies?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And 1, 2. My third action, I will lay pipe.
Okay. 1, 2.
Yep. 3.
Okay.
And that was it.
That's it. All right. Glowing walls. Place 1 gold on the wall closest to you. Okay. So closest to you would be. I can put that here. I can put this here. Yeah, this might be safer.
There's a green marker here. Oh, okay.
That was for damage.
I see.
Okay, and then increase swarm threat by 1. Okay. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so for my first action, I'm going to move. And I can stop on any pipe I want. So I'm there. For my second action... 1, 2, 3, maybe? And... let's see. I feel like we need more ammo, so I might actually come up here to start my... I'll go here, actually. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to end my turn there so I can start mining this out, because we need another supply pod. Because we're getting... Although, you haven't touched this one. Do you plan on getting ammo from it?
Yeah. I was actually going to fast travel.
Okay.
Now, how does that work? Do I have to fast travel and stop at the mine head and then do this?
That's a good thought. What do you think?
Yes, I would think so.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't connect. So, you'd have to stop at the mine head.
Makes sense. Okay. So, just stop there? Okay. Yeah. So, event?
Mm-hmm.
Activate all creatures. If no creatures are in play, place an exploder instead. Well, this activates. This thing, my turret attacks. Dead. I feel like the turret is MVP. We're equidistant, but because I just moved, 1, 2, and then my turret's going to attack it.
Okay.
And not dead. Okay. And then all other creatures activate. This thing is not within range 5, so it has to move. 1, 2, 3.
Does it attack the turret?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It will attack the turret. So it's going to roll 2 dice against it and probably just blow it up. Yep, 1 damage. So, sorry, Sentry Turret. It was nice knowing you. I can always put another one down at some point, but at least we kept it busy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's that. It is now your turn.
Your turn?
It's your turn. I just went up here, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Now, if I try to fast travel, do you block my movement?
I would say no, because in the video game you wouldn't. Because in this game you can move through other dwarves, just don't land on them, right? So you would just do the same thing here. You can move through other dwarves in this game. You just can't land directly on them. So I'm going to assume that you can just go right through them.
All right.
But why would you do that when you need to connect? You need to activate the mine head, right?
I know, I do. I was just.
Oh, you've got this upgrade coming.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to activate the mine. Oh, shoot! Sorry. I'm trying to. Okay. I'm going to activate.
Why wouldn't you land here and activate it?
1, 2. All right, fine.
You get this upgrade.
So that's 2. Yeah.
So it's a green die and
with a stun effect.
With a stun, yeah. There you go. Add it to your yellow.
Yep.
So that was your first action.
Yep.
And for your second action,
I will activate that.
All right. So pump jack number 2 connected. And for your third action.
My third action, I want to actually fast travel to the minehead here.
Okay. So you would stop on the last pipeline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, according to my rules, you would go to any pipe of your choice.
I see. If I'm a scout, I should be able to, zip line. No, I'm just kidding. Should I waste an ammo to shoot that grunt?
It's up to you. You've got 1 ammo left. It's up to you.
You know what? Yes, because I'm gonna get to this and.
You're gonna. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So, let's do 2 yellows. Oh, and a green.
Well, it's dead.
Yes.
You killed it.
And I stunned it.
You stunned it. Yes. Okay.
Okay. And that's all I can do.
All right. Fast critters increase swarm threat by 1. If this didn't trigger an attack, all creatures move and attack. Ooh. So this thing will move and shoot.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and then it shoots at you for 2. So you have to roll 2 creature dice.
Yep. Getting there. Okay. There we go.
You got this. These web spitters are nasty.
Yeah, they are.
Ooh, 2 damage. Okay. Yeah, you need to get that resupply pod. I will try and kill this thing on my turn so that it doesn't kill you.
That's funny. That's fine.
All right. So for my first action, I'm going to shoot with my stubby.
Sorry.
Child. And 1 hit, but it's stunned. Yeah. So we have that at least.
Yeah.
I had a stun token somewhere. There it is. So I'll just put the stun there and 1 damage. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to finish it off. I mean, I could, but I'm going to mine instead. I want to try and get more resources. Because if you're going to load up, we're going to need another supply pod.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mine for my second action. And yeah. 1, okay. So I'll get the loot bug. Okay. And that way I get a guaranteed gold plus whatever we get from the loot die.
Nice.
Which is here. Nothing. Okay. Third action. Do you want me to go after? You want me to finish this off? To be safe?
It's up to you. It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
I think I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Save yourself.
What do you Well, we've got 2 gold, so 1 more, and we can call down another supply pod. Do you think
what's the secondary objective, or is it just
there is no secondary objective?
Okay.
This I figured this would be enough,
Okay.
and it's turning out to be plenty.
Right.
Okay, so third action, maybe just mine this gold out, or try to. Or do I start making my way down this way to start laying pipe?
Maybe
1, 2, 3.
I don't know.
Or 1, 2, 3 right here, setting me up for this.
That's true. Oh, it's up to you. And then that way you can get this upgrade on the way.
Yeah, I guess. So 1, 2, 3.
You took the pipe.
Did I?
Yeah, fine.
I feel maybe I should lock the pipes as we place them. What do you think?
Yeah. Why not?
Lock, lock, lock. Lock. What is this? Platform. Lock, lock. Okay. So third action, that's it. I don't think I have anything free I can do, really. So, new event. Hopefully it's not a swarm. Mission specific. Again. So we spawn 2 slashers, and that's it.
Okay.
These slashers are awful.
Ouch. Alright. It's awful because, like, they're resistant
to stun. They're resistant to my secondary weapon. I'd have to murder this thing in 1 hit.
They're not resistant to stun, though.
Oh, you're right, they're not. What am I looking at instead? Oh, I was looking at the Brewed Nexus. Yeah, okay. I think I'll try and... They're resistant to green, though.
Yeah. Green, yellow, and pickaxe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to make my way...
So 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I will shoot at it. Oh wait, no, I can't. I'm out of ammo.
You're gonna resupply.
I will resupply. Yes.
Take everything.
All the hell.
I'll call a new supply pod once we get another gold.
Yeah.
And I'll just give you everything. Just here, take it.
2, 3, 4. Okay, cool.
All right, and this is pretty much gone at this point.
And that was my second action.
Yep.
My third action, we still have to connect. Oh, we only have 3. That's right. We just need that one next. Mm-hmm. My third action will be...
That web spitter is still stunned.
Yeah. Where are you putting your turret? Just so I know.
This thing is annoying. Okay. I don't know yet. With my ammo being what it is, I was going to use my stubby ammo, maybe put it... I want to put on top of the mine. Now that we've come up with the rule that, you know, that the refinery blocks line of sight, mm-hmm. But if it's on it, I'm assuming then that it'll fire at anything at close range. You know what I mean? Mm. So I was going to, like, put the turret on this at some point, but...
Okay.
Against these slashers, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
If you come to the left, then the web spitter can't get a beat on you. But
it's true. Actually, yeah, I'll do 1, 2, 3.
It can hit you from there.
Oh yeah. Damn.
It has range.
1, 2, 3. It'll block my line of sight.
Yep.
And I will. Oh, you're blocking my line of sight.
I'm blocking your line of sight. Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, hold on. I was here, right?
What if you went 1, 2, 3?
It could still hit me, but I can get a free shot off of it.
What's gonna hit you?
The web spitter.
Block.
Blocking line of sight. Because it blocks. Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, 1, 2, 3 here. 1.
Yeah.
And I could shoot at the slasher.
Yes, you can. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'll do that with the slasher.
You've got the R4,
the
which has 3 Oh, okay. It's either
unless
the slasher is resistant to yellow and green. Ooh.
No, I'll do blue.
Blue, okay. Blue.
Because
you could stun it if possible, yeah. Right? If you get it.
I mean, I could. That's true. Okay, maybe I will use this one just for the stun.
If I remember correctly, the status effects come into effect first before the resistant. So as long as you roll a hit on the die, even if it resists the damage, it still takes the stun.
Yeah, it'll still... So I think I might actually do that just for the sake of the stun.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. I'll do that. And I have 3 ammo left.
Okay. Half this video is going to be you rolling dice.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, it resists every damage, but it still gets stunned.
Yes.
So, I need to find another stun token. Search. And it is now stunned.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. I wanted to stun it anyways.
That's fine. Alright, so, new event. Activate all creatures. If no creatures are in play, which they are, okay. So, the web spitter goes, it can't hit anything, so it's going to go 1, 2, and that's it. No, this is stunned. It's not going to do anything.
The web spitter?
Yeah, remember it was stunned? I stunned it from a previous turn, I just didn't kill it.
Oh, okay.
So, it's hurt, but not dead. So this slasher becomes unstunned. This slasher goes 1, 2, 3, and that's it.
Okay.
That's all there is. And it is, what, my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I should flip that over. Okay. I'm going to use my last grenade launcher to take a swipe at that slasher there.
Okay.
I get 3 red dice, so I'm going to borrow one of yours.
Sure.
And that's 2 damage and a scare. 2 damage is enough to just kill it outright. Actually, no. Yeah, because I have to choose. I roll 2 dice, pick 1, but I get an additional red one. So I'm just going to choose these 2. And so it's still dead, right?
Nice.
So that's 1. For my second action, I'm going to lay pipe.
Okay.
So 1 lock. Move you down here. 2, 3. And for my third action, maybe I go 1, 2, 3. No, I don't. I want to make you... Well, here's the thing. Even if I did go here, I'm still not going to get close enough to the mine head to... So I might as well go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll do that. And that way I walk over this, pick it up, and I get to draw a rock and stone card.
Nice.
And this is rock solid. Deal 1 additional damage when attacking a creature. And I guess that's it, right? I shot, I put pipe down, and I moved. And I'm setting myself up for a loot bug next turn so we can get another supply pod. Yeah. But in the meantime, we've got fast critters, increase swarm threat by 1, which did trigger a swarm, so we ignore the rest of the card. Swarm is... Oh my god.
Wait. What if I use this card?
Yes, please. At any time, lose 1 health. Then discard the current event card and ignore its effects. That's
so not the swarm card, but the event card, right? That actually moved the swarm tracker up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so that... But here, I'm going to That's... Yeah. So...
That's rough because the next swarm is going to be the oppressor.
Yeah, but we know that now.
Yeah, now we know it at least.
So... increase swarm threat by 1. So that pretty much just... You're sacrificing a health to not increase the swarm track.
Yeah, not yet, at least.
Alright. So, yeah, that sucks.
Sorry.
So, it's your turn now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so now that we know it's coming up, and we probably shouldn't know. Let's see.
That oppressor's gonna murder me.
Nah. Okay. I'm going to...
We can freeze it with the cryo grenade if it does show up, I guess. But
yeah.
I can't move, so... If the next...
Is your thing overclocked?
It is.
Okay, here. I'll give you this card.
Give 1 ammo to both types. Okay. So we're going to discard this rock and stone. And I get 1 ammo for each. So 1 and 2. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to do one movement here.
For what reason? Like, what are you trying to do?
To shoot at this thing.
Okay.
And I'd like to get over here to mine because we really need that supply
So why don't
pod.
we do this? Just go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're still at 6.
Yeah, I wanted to use this one because I had more ammo on that.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
But hold on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I guess it wouldn't really matter.
It.
Well, no, it does matter because he's resistant to stun.
All right. Well, yeah. So what? You're just gonna go 1.
No, you're right. You're right. I'll do this. 1, 2, 3. And I'll shoot him for 1.
But he has 2 health. It may not kill him. It'll stun him if it does hit. Although you could kill him with a double blue. If you're lucky enough to roll it.
Oh, that's the web spitter, right?
Yeah,
maybe I'll just use... Yeah, I'll use this then.
You're not in range, green. So that means you have to get closer.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Dang it.
So you'd be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you're close enough there to shoot at it. You could mine this on your next turn. We only need the 1 anyway to call another supply pod.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I feel like we're still going to need more for that oppressor. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use the yellow.
So you're going to use
the secondary weapon.
Okay, so you get 2 yellow and a green.
Yeah. Okay. I just used the ammo for that, and I'll just roll.
Okay. 2 damage. That will kill it.
Okay.
Probably for the best because these things suck.
Yes.
All right. Second action.
I will mine.
Okay. Nope.
I will mine again for my third action.
You're mining in this game, let me tell you.
I know. It's so bad.
Alright, you got it. So that's your third action, and...
Land tile, yeah.
That's it.
Alright, event
Let's hope that this does not cause... Okay, this is... Yeah. Just ignore this optional event. If not prone, roll the mining dice. For each pickaxe, gain either 2 health or 1 gold. Then increase swarm threat by 1. I'm fine with... I say we don't do that.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to fight an oppressor right now.
Not right now. Maybe later.
That's great. So as far as the supply pod, where should we put that?
Probably...
Is the oppressor resistant to stun?
Yes.
Ugh. Except when you hit at it, except when hitting from the back, right?
Yeah, and I can move. I'm pretty mobile, so maybe I'll do that. Like I'll mess them up. Don't worry.
I needed 1 more action. We could have avoided. Oh no, never mind. Do you want me to continue laying pipe, or should I get out of dodge in preparation for the oppressor? How many spaces does the oppressor move? The oppressor moves 3 spaces, and does attack as soon as he finishes moving. So I feel like I just need to make sure I'm out of range 3. So when he spawns, he's going to go here. When he activates, 1, 2, 3. I need to make sure that I am not anywhere here, right?
Okay.
But I need to get down there in order to lay pipe. So maybe I go 1, lay pipe, and then come down here into the corner. So I'm going to go...
Ooh, is that a good idea? What if you block yourself like that?
Well, then I can get out. I mean, like, I can run past him. It's not like D&D where there's opportunity attacks. I can activate the pump jack and then get out of dodge.
But can you actually move through creatures as an engineer?
There's enough spaces to where I would be able to... I mean, he takes up, what, 4 spaces?
I don't know.
I could go... Yeah, he takes up 4 spaces, so I can go around him either way.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to go... I was here, so 1, 2. For my second action, I'm going to lay more pipe. 1, 2, 3. And then for my third action, Oh, you locked my dwarf. Okay, that's fine.
I didn't lock anything.
Alright, I did it then. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so...
I don't even have the permissions to do that.
Alright, so I walked over this. I get a yellow die. I'm going to add that to my... I feel like I need to go all in with this grenade launcher, but I only have 1 ammo for it, which sucks. That would be amazing. Now this thing, what's its resistant to green? Oh man.
Green.
So this stubby is going to be useless against it, unless I hit it from the rear. Yeah, I'm going to add it to my grenade launcher and stock up on primary ammo as soon as I can.
Okay.
But now that I'm here, should it spawn, it's going to activate... Actually, no, because when it spawns, its front will be here, not here. Yeah. I just realized that. 1, 2, 3. It's still... Alright, so this was a bad idea on my part. I misjudged the size of that. Alright, let me just put these over here for the moment and refigure this out. That means my yellow upgrade goes back here. We know what this is now, but... I feel like then maybe we should just prep for the oppressor by... I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Or 1, 2, 3. And then I'll call a supply pod here.
We have fast travel too, so we should take advantage of that when he does come out.
Yeah. So for my second action, I'll call supply pod there. So this moves over here. And a new card comes out. I was hoping for more primary ammo, to be honest with you.
Yeah, same.
This is yours. I'll just use mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of secondary ammo. Your yellow might be able to do something against it. 1.
Isn't he resistant to at least 1 yellow?
Again, from the back, maybe we have a chance.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And I'm pretty mobile.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to borrow from here because we don't have any. 5. And then... I don't think... We should have more tokens than that. I guess not.
For what?
We need another secondary one, and we don't have it.
Here, just borrow mine. And I'll do this.
Okay. And then 2 health. Yep. So 1, 2. All right. And then for my third action, I feel like I'm still very close to him, and I'm not liking that. But then we've got this slasher over here. Man, I was hoping to get down there and finish all this off, but now I guess I just resupply. I mean, he's going to spawn and hit me, but maybe you can get around him and do some serious damage.
Yeah, I think I could, like last time.
All right, so I'll resupply. I'm going to go... I'll keep some primary ammo for you. That's only 2 ammo, though. Yeah, maybe that's not a good idea. I need to give you some primary ammo as well.
No, I think it's fine. Because you need your ammo for your turret as well, right?
I do, I guess. Well, all right, fine. I'll take 3. Do you want me to leave 1 for you? Do you plan to resupply anytime soon?
Probably not, just because that's a waste of an action, and I want to just use all my actions to kill him.
Okay. You would need to... Well...
I need 2 actions for this one, because I'm gonna hit him with 2 blue dice.
Okay.
And then my other 2 actions would be to hit him with these. So it's... If you
hit him from the back, though...
Yes,
you can actually stun him, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't be able to use 2... You wouldn't be able to use 2 dice on that move attack. Unless you move first, hit him with the secondary, and then use your remaining 2 actions to then use this. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So I restocked.
Okay.
I left an ammo for you in case you needed it.
Okay.
Or do you think I should take it?
I think you should take it.
All right.
Because I'll be using the secondary. There's a lot of secondary weapons or ammo there, and I could just do that.
The secondaries will be great against the grunts that come out during phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that ends my turn then. I moved, I called down the supply pod, restocked. Actually, I'm going to take one of these healths.
Go for it.
I'm back up to 5. All right, well, that's it. Mission specific event. 1 slasher on 1 and 1 grunt on 2. And that's it. It is your turn.
Okay. Okay, so he's not coming out right now.
Not now, but
as soon as
another thing comes up, it will.
My first action, I'm gonna resupply with my secondary ammo.
Okay.
So.
Do you want a health too? Might as well.
Yeah, sure. So let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right.
Okay.
My second action. Let's do.
Should we keep mining and prepare
What
for...
is that?
Oh, that was for the web spitter.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
I could mine.
Although, you're not near anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you could move back here and try and get the golden stalagmite, but...
Because we will need another supply pod, right, for that thing.
I would imagine so.
Alright, I'll do this. I'll fast travel here for 1 action. Right? Well, I guess that's just 3.
Yeah.
Regular movement. And should I
Why wouldn't... Okay, so you just want the nitro. Okay. Oh, we actually spent this 3 nitro, or 3 gold.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So we're gonna need... You were on this already, right?
I was on here.
So why wouldn't you go something like this? Move 1 action, slide up the pipe, and then you've got loot bug and like...
Because these are both chances, and... Oh, I guess I see what you're saying.
Gold is guaranteed +1, a chance. Like, if you landed here, you have more chances. You're gonna get possible, possible, right. 1 gold, and possible. That's gonna give you the most out of that.
I'll do that. Should I have spent an ammo for that after the movement?
Do you really think it's necessary?
I don't know, but these slashers suck. That's what I'm looking at too. Alright, fine. I'll just move there, and that was my second action, right?
Yep.
So my third action, I'll just mine.
No, that was your first action. Oh, you resupplied for your first.
I resupplied, yeah. Come on.
Alright, you got the gold. So,
let's do loot bug, yeah.
So, gold plus loot die.
Okay. There it is. You just jinxed me.
Did I?
No. Okay, another gold.
Okay. Not terrible.
Not bad. And it is mission event, or a smaller thing, yeah.
Loot bug. Add a loot bug from the general supply to an empty ground space that is not adjacent to any dwarf. So maybe here?
Not too close to 2. Can it be anywhere?
Yeah.
Probably...
Back here? Why are we really going to go all the way out there?
Yeah, these slashers are here. We got to get rid of them.
They're going to move to us.
Why would you want them to move to us if an oppressor is going to come at 2?
It's going to come now. It's coming now.
Oh.
Increase swarm threat by 1. We're going to be over here while dealing with this thing.
Alright, so maybe here then.
Okay. And now we increase swarm threat by 1. There's the oppressor. I may have to
facing 2, it's gonna have to face me, the nearest target.
So how do I fit this in here? So I guess it spawns there. And
it only takes up one tile.
No, it's supposed to take up like
3. It looks
2.
Like
it takes up 2.
Wait, let me see. Flip that over again. 2, my foot. That's crazy. Okay.
So it's gonna start there, or there, actually. And
it kills that wall.
No, it didn't actually go through a wall. It's just it.
No, there's a stalagmite there.
It didn't land there.
Oh, you talking about this way? Okay, I see. I see. Okay.
And the stalagmite is hanging in the air for some reason. Okay, so what's its damage? First we have to activate all creatures.
Yes. Yeah. So slashers.
So 1, 2...
Actually, grunts. Grunts first.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're closer, but it can't go... It has to go around 1, 2, 3.
I thought it could move through creatures.
1, 2, 3? It'd have to be on the pipe here. Okay. And then this goes 1, 2, 3, and that's it. The oppressor is the last one to go.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's like right next to me.
It rolls 1 die. Any minerals containing them will drop. Okay. So it just rolls 1 die though.
Really? That's weird.
It's just super tanky.
Okay.
So we'll just see what it does. So go ahead and roll 1 die.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and murder that thing if I can. All right. So on an exclamation, the worst of results, that knocks you down and you take a damage.
Yep. There you go. And I'm flipped.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
Now it is my turn.
It's my turn now. You just went.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, go ahead.
I need to... Here's the thing. If I hit it with my red, I can choose 2 dice and do some damage. Maybe I get behind it and try and stun it with my stubby. What do you think?
How are you gonna get behind it?
I can go 1, 2... Well, yeah, 1 slide down. Doesn't matter. And now I'm technically behind it. Right? So I will use my my secondary here. And because it's on its weak side, I'm going to roll 2 of these dice.
Okay.
And it's 1 damage, which is enough to stun it. And I just need to keep it... So that's 1 green and a stun token, which is... I'm going to put this off to the side. It's just easier. I have a grenade. All targets inside the blast radius suffer 1 damage. I could do that and then get rid of this grunt at the same time. I could aim right here. What do you think? Get rid of the grunt so it doesn't attack you, but in case it attacks you.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my throwable.
Okay.
And
now, if you use your throwable, what does it say?
It just does 1 damage to all creatures within range.
Oh wow! And
so I'm gonna kill the grunt immediately with 1 damage and do 1 damage to the oppressor, which is not a whole lot, but it gets the grunt off your tail, and you've got some leeway to get back up in case this thing activates again. So I guess that's it for me. I moved once, I shot once, stunned it, and then I did a throwable.
Yep.
And now we have to do that. Increase swarm threat by 1. If this did not trigger a swarm, place an exploder at the exit closest to a dwarf. Oh, well, that's good. If we can blow up the exploder and do a crap ton of damage to it, that would be awesome.
That's fine.
So increase swarm threat by 1. All right, so it's here.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
I'm gonna have to spend 2 actions to get myself up.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you can use to kill this exploder so that you can do
I can't shoot through the oppressor.
Do you have a throwable or anything? No.
I do have the cryo grenade.
That would only freeze it. It wouldn't actually...
Yeah.
So, actually, no. You can move then shoot, can't you?
I could.
So, 1, 2, 3, and you've got line of sight with the exploder. So if you kill that, blow it up and it hits the oppressor for 2 red dice.
Yeah.
I think that's the safest bet.
Can you shoot? Does the resupply pod?
No, you can't land.
Line of sight?
You can't land on it.
Does it block line of sight though?
It does not.
Okay.
But you don't want to be next to that slasher either.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of moving here instead.
Okay.
But
well, now you don't have line of sight with it. Well,
no, I don't.
You might. Hold on. From here. Hold on, down here.
I'll just do what you did. What you said.
That's fine.
Let's do that. And I will shoot at it with the green, yellow.
It's resistant to red, which is fine. So yeah, you can, one hit will knock it out. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. You murdered it.
That should do some splash damage. Wait, doesn't it? Can't you?
It does. You can assign 1 die to one creature and then 1 die to another creature.
Let's do green. No, let's do yellow to the exploder and
double yellow on. Is it resistant to yellow? Oh, it is.
It is.
By one.
But I'm shooting it from its back, right? No, I'm not.
No, you're not. Either way, whether you... you're going to want the double yellow to get 1 damage in.
Double yellow.
So you're going to do double yellow on the oppressor and 1 on the exploder. Yeah. So you're going to do... You knocked out the exploder. And you did 1 damage because...
of the splash.
Right. Yeah. So that's another green cube for it. And now the exploder blows up.
Yes.
And I guess it rolls 1 die. But hey, maybe we'll get a double. So go ahead and roll a red die and see what you get.
A red die. It's good that it's not resistant to red.
Yep. 1 damage. Okay. That's not terrible.
We're getting there. We're chipping it.
Chipping at it. Yep. All right. So it's down to... It's got 4 health, and what's its health? 7? Yeah, so 3 more hits and it's dead. Okay, well, that's it, right? Event. Place a grunt at exit 2. All creatures activate. A grunt at exit 2. And then all creatures activate. So that's just going to move up by 1.
Scary.
This guy moves up by 2. This one goes 1, 2, 3. And this tries to activate, but it's stunned, so it can't. So it's going to go there. Okay. So it is my turn. I feel like...
Wait, the oppressor doesn't move?
It was stunned.
Oh, it was stunned. That's right. Sorry, you said
So I'm going to at least get this 1 slasher off your tail so it can't hit you on the next turn. If I can hit it for 2 green, that would stun it. Even if I don't hurt it, I can still stun it. Right?
Yeah.
Or do I just use my primary ammo and be done with it? I think I just use my primary ammo and be done with it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna use my AP on primary weapon. I get 3 red because of my upgrade. And I choose 2 of these. 1, 2. So 3 damage. 3 damage is enough. Well, here's the thing. I can assign 2 to this one. Now, is that single target? No. Roll 2, pick 1. So, yeah, I'm going to pick that one for that, and then my 1 red for this one. So, I'm going to do 2 damage to this slasher. Knock it out, and then do 1 damage to the other one. So it's hurt, but not killed. All right. And for my next action, I'm going to do the HE grenade. And I'm going to target this grunt and the oppressor in a triangle. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. That's another one. Okay, so 2 damage. Yeah, just flat out 2 damage. That takes care of the grunt. And that adds 2 damage to the oppressor. So 1, 2. And since I'm behind, it's 6 health. 1 more hit and it's gone. I'm I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to use another primary ammo, and I'm going to roll all 3 of these again, and pick 2.
Wow.
A 4 damage is enough to, if there was any doubt, the suppressor is now dead.
Very nice. Beautifully played.
No, it was all you.
This is all back on easy, right?
What are you talking about?
It, like you said, you've adjusted it to like hard or something, and
I'm sweating, okay? But we got rid of the oppressor. I got rid of a slasher, and there's 1 slash remaining with 1 health. I think we're in good shape. We draw an event. I hate bugs. Place a grunt at exit 1, and then all creatures activate. So 1, 2, 3, and then this one just moves up by 1, and that's it. And it is now your turn.
Oh my goodness! What a round! You look at that! You single-handedly got the oppressor. All right. This slasher has 1 damage, right?
It has, yeah, it's hurt. It already has 1 damage on it, so 1 more will just kill it.
Yeah.
You could use your igniter when you move.
I could.
We need to get this event started, just because it's already 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, yes it is. All right, so let's do 1, 2, 3.
You can't land. You can't end your spot on a spawner.
3.
But you can. Oh, okay. You want to go down here?
But I wouldn't be able to shoot it.
Yes, you can. You're the top of your hex to the top left corner of that hex. That's line of sight. Upper left. There we go. See?
All right, fine.
I'm just saying, you could totally do that.
That's fine. I'll use that.
So 2 yellow and a green. Dead, dead, and dead.
Dead. Didn't even... Oh, wait. It is resistant to a bunch of stuff, isn't
it just needs 1 damage. The 2 yellow will kill it.
Okay, fine.
Oh, we get a rock and stone card for killing the oppressor. I always forget that.
Oh, that's right.
Look at the top card of the event deck. You may choose whether or not to shuffle it.
Okay.
Yeah, we did do that with the Brewed Nexus.
It doesn't say that, though. We're not supposed to.
Oh.
So we got
well, maybe we didn't use it. I don't remember if we used... It's fine. Again, we're testing the rules for this.
Yes. Okay.
I have to stress this.
Second action, that's a pipe. 1, 2.
Okay.
Third action, I'll lay down pipe.
All right, 1.
There.
All right. Event?
Yes.
Dugout surprise. Place a grunt on an empty ground space adjacent to you, and I get a free reaction to it. So nice. I will just attack it with my stubby. And 2 green dice. 2 dead. Okay, dead. And you're saved. Nice. All right. My turn?
Yep.
I'm gonna... 1, 2, 3. It sucks that... Alright, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, step over this, get this. And for my last action, just build the rest of this pipe. It's a shame I wasted all of that movement to get down here, but no choice. Yeah. Alright. I'm wondering if we adjust the rules so that it does not cost an action to activate the pump jack, just... call it down. You know, how we call it down in the video game?
Yeah.
Should we even bother with that at this point? Maybe just when the pipe's connected, it's just activated? Would that save on action economy, do you think? Or is that...
I feel like it could, but at the same time, I feel like it's necessary to use an action just because it's more... Thematic. It makes more sense, you know?
Okay. All right, well then, event. Stuck. Lose a health or yank stuff out. I will take a hit on my health. Okay. And either way, increase swarm threat by 1. We're going to get another swarm card here soon.
Yep.
But you can come over and actually finish this pipe, or just activate this, right?
Yes. So 1, 2, 3.
You can't land on
I can't land. I can't land on you. Sorry.
You can go 1, 2.
Oh yeah, and just activate it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then go start your way back, I guess. 1, 2,
So, wait, that would be my third action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing to really do aside from activating that. That's what I mean. Like, we wasted an entire turn turning that on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to head back, and instead of doing that, do you have other actions that you want to do?
No.
Because I can, well, you could mine out stuff there, right? And we can
That's
call another
true.
supply pod. I can activate this on my next turn, come back, and then just turn it on and be done with it. So if you want to take time here and mine crap out, you can totally do that.
All right.
That's better action economy, I think.
So my first turn would be to go up here, right?
Yep.
And then pickaxe.
I feel like this is more for like a legacy thing. Right, okay, oops. Great.
Third action.
One. All right, so the gold.
Sure.
We've got
Sorry, real quick. I would say that you don't have to go connect pipes in order to activate it. Like, I mean, it's better doing it that way.
I know. I know that. That was the plan. You could call the pump jack anytime you want to.
I see.
You just need to have both things done. Call the pump jack and connect the pipe. The order that you do it in does not matter. Right?
Okay.
Because you can do that in the video game. You can lay the pipe, then call the pump jack, or vice versa. You know?
I wonder if that's like another little rule set that you can do. Like, if you connect the pipes like all the way, you don't need to use an action to call.
Then what would be the purpose of calling it early in the first place?
In case, like, you can't put the pipes down because of stalagmites or because of enemies that are in the way that you're trying to battle, maybe somebody would want to not put down pipes, but like, because they can't, because they have to work around it.
But if the pipe is, if completing the pipe is going to automatically call the pump jack, then there's no reason to spend an action to do it when, just connect the pipe whenever it's convenient for you. There has to be a reason to call the pump jack early. If you're going to do it that, you know what I mean?
That's true, that's true. Okay.
But anyway, so you got a gold, and now event.
Okay.
Pebble on your boot, collect a gold, and increase swarm threat by 1. Ooh. So we're getting nitty-gritty here. Swarm. Look up. Place a Mactera spawn at exit 1 and 3. 1 and 3. There is no 3. And then it was grunts, 3 grunts at exit 2. Ooh. Turret would have been nice about here. And then all creatures activate. So, I mean, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's perfect for my freezing grenade. Oh, but it doesn't damage them.
It doesn't damage them. I can knock them out with 1 grenade.
Okay, I have an idea. All right, sorry, go ahead.
All right. So, oh, yeah, and this activates. How many does that move? 3. Okay. Oh, and this poor grunt over here. 1, 2. Okay. For my first action, turn that on. Second action, do you want me to kill these things, or do you want me to activate this as soon as possible?
Activate.
The downside to activating it is that grunts will start spawning. We'll no longer draw event cards, but grunts will just keep spawning.
You still haven't put down your turret, right?
No. So maybe I kill this for action number 2, and then slide up here to prep for a turret up here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, all right, I'll just do that. So I'm going to use my grenade launcher to... Because I don't want you getting hit with 2 grunts. You know what I mean?
I have 3 health. And we're going to call a supply pod because we have enough.
There, stuff, 3 damage. In a triangle formation, they're all dead.
Okay.
There's also red sugar over here too, but yeah, supply pod. And then for my third action, I'm just going to slide up the pipeline right there and be done with it. And then I'll put down a turret and activate that on my next turn, unless you get to it first.
Okay.
All right, so... Slasher emerges. Place a slasher on an empty ground space near you, adjacent to you. Dwarves within attack range can each receive a free reaction. Okay, so I'm going to put that here. And if you were able to get a reaction on it, great. If not, that would be 1 die, and you could stun it if you hit it with your classic. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, you could hit it with the other one too, right?
I could.
But it's resistant to yellow and green. Although you get a stun on that too. You have a stun on both weapons.
I do.
So what would you rather use? Your secondary ammo?
Yeah, because I only have 1 blue ammo.
Alright, so as long as you... Actually, as long as you get a hit result, it'll be stunned.
Yeah. So, I'll do that. And if I get lucky and roll a 2, I could kill it, right?
Yeah, if you get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need 2s. Yeah. We'll see what you get, then we'll do the math. Alright, okay. So it's
stunned.
It's just stunned.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to house... I mean, I don't remember what happens, but I'm assuming that... The card says if it survives, it attacks you. It's stunned, so maybe we just prevented it from attacking next turn. You know what I mean? So, I guess the slasher will attack me anyway. So it's going to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And, wow. Okay, great. So 1 damage and I'm prone. Not what I wanted. So 1 damage. Okay. But it is now your turn, right?
Okay.
Maybe you should
yeah,
activate the refinery or something. Or call the supply pod.
Here for 1.
Uh-huh.
Here for 1. I'm going to just use my blue die to try and hit him.
Okay.
Oh my freaking goodness. Alright, that was my first action. My second action, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 and slide. Oh, I can't land on you.
No free spots. Maybe we should... It's another rule to look at, like if you slide down the pipe, you can get off on any adjacent space.
I would say like on the mine head.
So. Oh, okay, on the mine head. Okay.
Yeah, but okay. Anyways,
the refinery. Yeah. It's stunned, so if it tries to activate again, it's not going to do anything to me.
I'll do this. 1, 2 for my second action. Right, and my third action, I'll do 1, 2, 3.
But that puts you in range of the Mactera, and...
No. I have a throwable that I want to do the free thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And this will kill it.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, the throwable, the cryo grenade kills anything that flies.
Yes, any affected flying creature is killed, so this is gone.
Alright, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and
that ends your turn, huh?
Yeah.
Increase swarm threat by 1.
Activate all creatures.
And, okay, so this activates and attacks you for 1 die. Nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
This tries to attack me, but it's stunned, so nothing happens.
Way. Alright. Now it is your turn.
I'm going to get up for 1, and I have a choice to make. I think I need to blow up the slasher before I do anything. Because...
Are you sure? Because if you activate this, no more events come up, and we can handle...
I know, but
runs.
The way the rules are worded here, again, I could change this. During the second phase, it says, activate all current creatures, then spawn 2 grunts at 1 and 2. So that would activate the slasher. If I turned on the refinery right now, these guys would both activate, and then grunts would spawn.
Okay.
So I'm going to kill this first. We're not in danger of another swarm yet. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to use my last die here, or my last ammo, to roll 3 dice and a yellow one with an AP attack. And yeah, I'm going to choose that one, and that's 3 damage. It's plenty.
Wow, nice.
Okay. So that unfortunately ends my turn.
Yep, event card.
Starch nuts. Optional, if not down, draw 2 rock and stone cards, then increase swarm by 1. I'm fine with that. Can you activate this on your next turn so that
Swarm I should be able to.
Yeah, just activate it on your next turn. So that way we can go up by 1 here, not trigger the threat still, and then we'll just draw 2 rock and stone cards.
Okay.
So I'll take that one and that one.
Big brain.
All other dwarves stand up and roll at any time and reroll any green or any creature results.
Okay.
Look at the top card of the event deck. Deal 1 additional damage. Okay. I probably should have played that event deck thing at some point. But anyway, it is now your turn. Okay. So we need to activate this.
Yes. So to activate it, do you have to be on the minehead?
You have to be adjacent to it.
Okay.
Where do you plan to call down the supply pod?
1, 2. I'll go here, and I will activate it. Okay. Or should I shoot it first?
I would shoot it first.
Yeah. Okay. Let's shoot it with this.
2 yellow and a green. Wow.
You gotta be. This is why I should have. You know what? I should have gone with my gut instinct and just rolled it for like 5 minutes.
You still have 2 actions left, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you then? Don't worry about the grunt. It'll attack you, but are you sure about that?
I'm gonna pickaxe and then I will activate.
All right. Maybe you'll get some red sugar. Who knows?
Maybe. I want a double pickaxe.
You got a single.
All right. I'll do the grunt.
All right.
And then my third action, I will.
All right. So now we're on phase 2. Threat is no longer a thing. We draw no more event cards. This is the end of turn 1. All creatures activate. So, and then we draw... how are we going to do that? So we're on, technically... Okay, so we're on 1. Move that up. All creatures activate. There are no creatures, right? And now 2 grunts spawn on 1 and 2. And this is where I need to get my turret set up. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Okay. And now it is my turn. So I'm going to spend my secondary ammo to put down a turret here. Okay. I'm going to, yeah, I guess I'll put it there. For my second action, can I resupply here? Or do you prefer it somewhere else?
No, that's fine.
All right, so I'm going to spend 3 of our gold to call down a resupply. That gets rid of these. Or you can stack. Okay. Let's just put that up there. All right, so 1 second. Now there's all of our freaking primary ammo there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 that, and then 3 health. So 1, 2. I'll just borrow one of these. 3. And then for my third action, I'll just resupply from here. Although I'm in the line of fire of the sentry gun, I'm just gonna move here, and then I'll resupply on my next turn. And then nothing happens. So now it is your turn. Okay. Well, no, that was okay. So now that's the end of my turn. All creatures activate. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the turret shoots these 2. Actually, 1, 2, 3, and this one as well. So I'm gonna.
And it can shoot through dwarfs.
It has line of sight. Top 2, and then the third one.
Okay, fine.
3 blank. So this is not dead. It has line of sight. If you draw a line again,
it's fine. I'll trust.
From here to here.
Yep.
You can do it.
Okay.
Because we agree that this does not block line of sight if something's on top of it.
Yes, that's right.
So, we got 2 of those. Now they activated, and now we spawn 2 more grunts at each exit.
My goodness.
Yeah, maybe I should have toned that down a bit. Because if I didn't have my NG turret, I mean, like how else? Yeah. So now we're on. So
well, that's why a turret should be like a mandatory thing with this mine head, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to keep track of like, okay, so you, at the end of your turn, we did the first event. We just did this again, so now we're on number 3. Okay. So now so now it's your turn.
Okay.
Just to see how this plays out. I'm really curious.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my pickaxe.
Okay. Double pickaxe. So you kill the grunt and you get red sugar.
Now, do I have to walk over it?
No, you just collect it.
Just
any excess gets dropped.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember how much it gives you. I'm sure there's a...
Oh, do I have to roll a loot die for
No, it's just a set amount. I just don't remember how much it is off the top of my head. I think it's like 3.
3 sugar for that?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was just 1. Let's see.
16.
That's a lot of sugar.
Heals up to 3 health.
Oh my
If you can't take all the health, any access cubes are left on the space. Any dwarf can walk over it.
Oh, wow. Alright, so 1 is on that space.
Yep, so you just healed completely, and you have 1 extra there.
Well then, we have to lock that, right?
I think... No, it was locked. Here, let me fix this.
Sorry.
This tabletop simulator, like, version is a pain in the butt. Is there something on... Oh, see all that? Okay.
Jeez.
The layering.
I wonder if we can just right-click on it and then layer.
Is that gonna work?
I don't know.
It's kind of messed up at this point. Trying to get it exactly where it needs to go.
Here, let me take out everything and try to remember. Oh wait, can we just rewind time?
Oh yeah. Control Z. There's no scripting, so... There.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Alright, so,
What were we doing?
I was putting a red sugar on here.
Okay.
So, I will put a red sugar. Yeah, it doesn't go on there for some reason.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know why. It's so weird. It goes underneath... Oh, there it goes.
Oh, really? I don't even see it.
It's... Okay, I don't know why that showed up, but okay. Alright.
Maybe we should just put the token back and just, like, remember.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, did you... Okay. Alright. So, you mined for your first action, yes?
Yeah. So you can see that red sugar there?
I can.
Okay, I cannot. So I just have to remember that it's there.
Here, we'll do this. Put the red token to show that on this space that there's you know what I mean, there's 1 there.
Yeah. Okay, I see. I see what you mean. Okay.
So you get 2 more actions?
Oh yeah, because I used the pickaxe. 2 more actions. Let's do that's a lot of ammo. We both need that, don't we?
Yeah, I'm tempted to do 1 grunt because 2 is all. If unless you've got a crap ton of supply pods or the engineer turret, like how are you supposed to deal with all of these enemies?
I don't know. Pickaxing. 1, 2, 3. That would be my second action, right?
Yep.
You know what? Let's do pickaxe.
Okay.
Maybe I should have.
Or you could have let the turret handle it.
I could have.
I would have stayed by the turret.
I could have. But I have a lot of health. Alright, I'll get the gold. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'll get the grunt, yeah. That's fine.
Alright. So,
Yeah,
at the end of your turn, this goes up by 1. Creatures activate 1, 2... 1, 2... And these 2... This activates and hits you.
I just rolled it. I rolled an exclamation point.
Nothing happens. And then 1, 2 there. So I'm going to use my turret on 2 hits. Yep, dead. So these 2 are both dead. Okay, and then new creatures spawn at 1 and 2.
Okay. It's not so bad.
Nah, we'll see. So that was you, me, you, and then at the end of my turn on 4, that's when pipes will break, and then we possibly have to repair them. But we'll see on the RNG with that. I'm going to help you out by...
oh, it's fine. I can always move. I mean,
range 4. Well, what else am I going to do? I'll resupply, I guess, first off.
Resupply for sure.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to save the rest for you. And then, I'm going to save that for you as well. And I'm going to just stock up on health. 1, 2. And for my second action, 1, 2, 3. And then for my third action, I'm going to use my grenade launcher.
Okay.
Roll 2 dice, and it's going to be the area one. So it's going to be here, here, and here. And that'll wipe out all 3 of them.
Wow. Nice.
And no event card. We're on 4. Actually, we're on turn 5 now. But we have to resolve this. So creatures move. 1, 2, 1, 2. That attacks you. And I'll roll for my... Both dead. Okay. Nice. 1, 2. What'd you get? Blank?
Blank.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Nice.
And so now that's the end of turn... Oh, new creature spawn. I forgot. 1, 2. We activate the creatures first, and then we spawn new ones.
Okay.
Just so that they can't move and attack on the same turn. That would be crazy. Actually, this one gets a free shot on that because it spawned there. Nothing. Okay. So now we roll 2 dice for each pipeline. Okay. So go ahead and roll these 2 black dice for red.
These 2 black? Yeah. Okay. Oops. Sorry,
that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, okay. So that exclamation point means that we have to now roll a d10. I need to spawn one real quick. Objects. I may have gone overboard with this scenario, but...
What if people don't have a d10?
You can just spawn one.
I mean, like in the board game.
Oh, I don't... Well... Use a random number generator. 2. Okay. So, counting from the refinery. 1, 2. This pipe is broken?
Okay.
Why is this not there? That pipe is broken, and we need to repair it before we can leave.
I see.
Or before we can advance. So now roll 2 dice for blue. Nothing happens. Okay. And then 2 dice for green. Okay, so green also... So now we're going to roll that d10. 2. Alright, so in order to move on, we have to repair these 2 pipe segments.
Okay.
And once we repair them, there's 2 more rounds, and then we leave.
I see.
So that's it. It is round 5. Okay, so it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to pickaxe.
Oh, sure. You don't want to repair these at all? I mean...
I'm going to pickaxe.
They're not going to... Oh my god. You're... Okay.
1. I'll kill this one.
The grunts will keep coming if we don't repair the pipeline.
Alright, fine. My second action, I will come here.
Okay.
And my third action, I will repair.
Okay, good call. So activate all. 1, 2. That shoots at that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nope. So roll that. Dead. And then these 2 move up. I'll just roll 2 dice for them. 1 dies. So the front one, and then 1, 2, 3. And then we spawn more. 1, 2, 1, 2. The turret gets a shot on that one that just spawned because it's within range 3. Dead. Yeah, I feel like we need to include, because not everyone is going to use the engineer. We're going to need a turret for the refinery, because this is, if not for my turret, we would have been overrun.
I think so.
So this refinery needs its own turret, or maybe 2 turrets. Anything within range of it. That way, it makes it better. Like at the end of every, 2 turrets get a free attack on whatever, because the refinery has 2 turrets, right? In the video game,
it has like 4.
2.
I thought it had 4.
No.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Quarks mission.
Okay. So for my turn, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Repair the pipeline. It is now connected.
Okay.
So this will count now toward the 6 rounds that we need total.
Okay.
Out of the, so right now this is going to be round 5. For my third action, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll use a grenade launcher, do the area of effect thing, and it's, so this triangle dies right here.
Okay.
All right, so at the end of my turn, creatures activate.
Yep.
This one moves up. This tries to attack the sentry gun. We'll see if the sentry gun does anything. It kills it.
Wow.
And this goes 1, 2, 3. That gets a shot on that. It's dead. And now new creatures spawn. And sentry gun, nothing. Okay, so this is round 6, and at the end of this round, the refinery will be done.
Okay.
And the escape pod will arrive, and we can head out.
Wow. Okay. So
it's more like a survive for as long as you can kind of thing.
Yeah,
like a you know what I mean, a holdout situation. Whether or not it works. So you get to go, and then maybe make your way toward the exit. I mean, there's no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't enter the pod yet, but
yeah. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and I'll shoot at it.
Shoot at this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to use your experimental and splash damage?
Yes.
Okay. Or not. That's still right. Okay.
My
your
second
flare
action
would have come in handy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
That's okay.
Dang it. My second action, 1, 2,
yeah, just
3.
prep to leave, honestly.
My third action, 1, 2.
Yep.
Oops.
That works.
There we go.
All right, so all creatures activate. I'm not going to bother anymore. I mean, they move up.
They just move.
Yeah, I mean, 1, 2, 3, I guess. These attack. I mean, I'll roll 3 dice and just see what happens, just for fun. All but 1 dies. So okay. 1, 2, and save. Okay, so now new creature spawn. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, and then for mine, this pod is, I mean, at the end of your turn, that was round 6. So the refinery now is shut off. We're good to go. You know,
do we have to send an action, like spend an action to send it, to press the button?
No, I'm not going to go that far with it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then just get on one there. So
I think we should actually try to like pack up the pipes. You know, like,
how about no? This was way longer than I thought it was going to be. Yes. So we've got one play test out of the way. It did not go or perform up. I mean, I think there's some good ideas here, but there's definitely room for improvement. What did you like and what didn't you like about this scenario? Did you enjoy yourself, or was it too tedious, first off?
I liked it. I actually had fun with it. It did get a little hairy. But only a little bit. I mean, the only time we ever got knocked down was from the cards. You know, it's not like the enemies actually killed us. Even the oppressor wasn't that bad.
Would you consider this a hard mission?
Yes, actually, because I can see it going really, really bad like getting overrun pretty quickly, especially if you didn't roll well.
Yeah. So definite changes to the rules, and I'm looking at my PowerPoint presentation now. Refinery has turret, activates like the NG turret, range 3, attacks anything on movement, activation and attack at range 3. Refinery turret activates like the range 3. Okay, so anything within range of the refinery. So like this is considered range 3, as would this be considered range 3. No matter what tile it comes from, it's going to be, you know.
Yeah.
So do you think 1 is enough, or should we do like 1 per hex, or is that too generous? Do you think 1 turret?
You know what I would do? I think 1 turret would be good, but if we're gonna only have 1 turret, I would say that the turret is a little bit more powerful in the sense that it can attack up to 3 spaces wherever it's starting from the outer edges of the mine head.
What do you mean outer? Oh, this is 1 space.
Yeah.
2, 3, maybe range 4.
No, 3. I think 3 is good, but like it can shoot from out here.
That's what I'm saying, right? So from any end, so it's gonna shoot.
Okay,
it's gonna shoot from any end of the 3 hexes.
Yes.
Okay. So from here it'd be 1, 2, 3. From here it'd be 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? And then it would just shoot. Now, should we give it like AP rounds because it's more heavily, like, make it a more powerful turret? Because those slashers,
they were.
That's what I'm thinking. Because the mission specific event, it was a slasher frenzy, and the turrets can't do anything with that. So I'm thinking we give that turret. Make it roll a blue die rather than a green die. What do you think?
Make it roll 1 of each color.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
that would be awesome, but ridiculous. So I'm going to put in here, rolls 1 blue die instead of a green to counter heavy slasher events. Okay. I like that. Because technically it's a huge refinery, so it would have the extra firepower, right?
Yeah.
What else? Like, did you find the whole pipe building too tedious? Because we were spending a lot of actions building pipelines. Should we just forego the whole spend an action to activate the pump jack and just say, if you connect all the pipes to the pump jack, then it automatically is connected? Or maybe they were called down already. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say that.
All right, that's too much.
Action,
that's way. I think the extra action of getting to the pump jack and activating it was too much. Like because I spent an entire action building a pipe, moving, and then activating. Like I didn't get to do anything that turn. Really,
entire turn. Yeah. So like it would take, if you started from this tile here, it would actually spend your whole turn to come here, place the pipes, come here, place the pipes, and then
that would just automatically activate. I think that would shorten the amount of time.
Yeah, I agree. I think that does.
All right, I'll just say here, pump jacks are already on site. Only need
to connect them.
Dwarves only need to connect them. Okay. All right. What about activating the refinery with an action? Do you think... I kind of like that, because then you can time, like we did, you can time your swarm so that, like...
Yeah.
You have an extra turn or two to get to prepare. Because if you connect the last one and you're not in position and those grunts start coming out...
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty rough. So I'm thinking, I like the idea of spending an action to activate the refinery when you're ready.
Yeah, I agree.
Was the whole I was also thinking during that whole repair a pipe thing, that event, what if like you had an exclamation point for all 3 and there was only one player that could repair pipes, I'm thinking maximum 2 pipes damaged instead of 3. Like if red and green, for example, were damaged, then don't roll for blue.
Okay, that
what do you think?
Sounds a little bit better
for a balance purpose.
Yeah. It felt like the repairing was a bit tedious because you have so much to keep track of during phase 2, like so much.
Is the repair? Should we just nix the repair thing and just last 6 turns and be done with it? Would you rather? Because in the video game, you do pause to repair every now and again. But is getting that to the board game table, is that too tedious?
I like the repairing. I do. Maybe have it so that every countdown, like now I don't know if you'd like this idea or not, but what if you had like a grunt spawn, like 1 grunt, and then the next enemy in the next turn ticket or turn time or whatever would be the next enemy up, like a web spitter.
I think that's too much.
Really? And then the explorer and then the Mactera spawn? Because instead of putting 2 grunts down every time,
maybe
and
1.
having having because it takes forever to keep track of all that stuff,
Yeah. Okay.
So if you did like
you would
just
have,
one
have
of
to
each.
stagger the wave. Like I'd have to assign the wave information ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like wave 1, this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. What was I getting at? So, pipes. And so do you like the idea of when you're surfing a pipe that you can jump off of it to an adjacent space rather than onto you have to end your turn on a pipe? Do you like the idea?
Yes. Yeah. I like that you can end it on any adjacent space.
You can dismount the pipe segment for free to an adjacent or on an adjacent space. Okay. Also the refinery. Mm-hmm. Should we say the refinery counts as a pipe? Like, can we go from green to the refinery and then to red, like all the way across?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say you were here or here. Could you slide the pipe for 1 action?
No, I don't like that.
You would end
in the game. Yeah, you would have to end.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
What
about if you started here, went 1, 2? Could you then spend your 3rd movement to slide down the pipe and then end somewhere? So maybe have a rule to where you don't have to start on the pipe, but if you move onto a pipe, you can free move.
That's actually a good idea, because I was getting kind of confused because having the default 3 actions to move is pretty big in itself. I thought the fast travel would be a lot more convenient, but because we had 3 actions or 3 moves per action, the fast travel system wasn't as fast as I'd like it to be. So maybe I kind of like that implemented.
Okay, so that's written down. I need to write down your idea here of the whole spawn and waves kind of thing. Also max to the pipe is okay. That pipe is damaged. Okay, so I'll put on here max 2 pipes damaged. Meaning if 2 damaged, or if red and blue are damaged, don't roll for green. I.e. Okay. Once all pipes have been repaired, players resume waiting for the refinery to finish. The turn in which pipes were repaired counts. Okay. So you said that... Okay, do not spawn threats. Rather, activate all creatures, then spawn 2 grunts at 1 and 2. So I'm going to put a note in here. Develop schedule for each round.
Like the first wave can be really easy, just one grunt at wave at the
i.e.
closest one.
One grunt each. Round 1. One grunt each. Round 2. One slash. Nah, one slash.
One web spitter, maybe at 1.
One web spitter at 1.
Sure. Or any.
Etc. Okay. All right. So I'll put that in parentheses. Yeah.
And then the next one would be Exploder at 0.2. And then Mectera.
We'll get the details later.
Sorry. No. And then the very last turn.
An oppressor.
Then no, not an oppressor. Maybe that would be like a slasher for 1 and 2.
Okay.
I would say.
But on the last wave, though, if you're camping the exit, spawning those last ones, I guess. Because
how about reverse it then? How about do the first wave would be a slasher at 1 and 2, and then the
harder to easier is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And then the very last wave would be just a grunt.
So harder to easier. Actually, just put in harder to easier because wave 6 is easy to dodge. Just put that in there. I'm putting notes in now as opposed to rules.
Okay.
What else? Anything that you can think of that you would change? I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. I clearly have more work to do on this, but
I'm really curious to see other people's feedback. I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, good luck getting through 2.5 hours of video. But
they can watch it ×2 speed, right?
I guess. Anything you would change about it, or anything that you wanted to see anything that you missed, or
The only issue I had with it was all those enemies to keep track of. And if we're gonna have turrets, that is a lot of enemies to keep track of, and I feel like people would get lost. Just lost of keeping track of all the enemies that turrets are hitting, and also the movement. Because I actually kept going, okay, 1, 2, and then 3 on the pipe, but trying to plan out was really difficult, especially with the fast travel. So I think that readjusted fast travel.
Where you can land on the pipe and surf.
Yeah.
Would be better. So 1, 2, slide.
Yeah.
And then get off anywhere you want. I like that.
Yeah. And that would actually improve on action economy and I think time spent,
Okay. So, we have a blue AP turret on the refinery to combat some of the slasher issues. And you said there were a lot of creatures to keep track of. Was the Brewed Nexus in the beginning too much? Should we have, is there too many enemies in the beginning?
No, I actually liked the beginning. I really did.
Okay. All right. So I guess in that case, unless you have something else to add, I'll just end it here.
I think. How did you feel about the slasher coming in as a mission-specific event?
It was okay. My problem with it is that it's resistant to green, so you need to there was a lot of slashers, a lot of them. You know what I mean? So I think the AP turret will help to combat that. So here's the thing though, the refinery doesn't get damaged, so there's no reason to hang around the refinery. Players could camp in the corner. So is there any reason why? In the video game, there's no reason in the video game either to camp the refinery, because the pipes being damaged is an automatic thing that just happens.
Well, the turrets are there, and you don't know where the drop pod is going to be. That's the problem. Maybe we should probably randomize where the drop pod is going to fall.
Good call. Quadrant 1, Quadrant 2, Quadrant 3. Okay. I'll just put in here drop pod randomized spawn point to encourage dwarves to stay in the middle. There. So roll 1 through 4 quadrants. Okay. Because in the randomized missions book, you roll for quadrant to see if something gets placed there. So maybe something like that.
Okay.
So, okay. Well, thanks for sticking this out. I feel bad that it took this long, but at the same time, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless.
You are talking to the viewers, right? Because I had fun.
I'm talking to you as well.
Oh, okay.
But
That's nice.
did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. Okay. It's really interesting to see how your creativity came to life, and I think you did really well. Good job on this.
Well, it's a rough draft, so yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. I can't wait to try the more recent one that I did.
The escort.
The escort with Doretta. I call her Boretta, Loretta. Can you move your cursor real quick?
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Just want to take a screenshot while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah. I can't wait to try that one out too because I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential there.
I'm excited for it. I am.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince and Ida Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.
All right. Bye, guys.